they see more tanks from the side of RRQ. Because even if you do throw him in, there's the Matilda. There's Matilda, right? There's no escaping it.
Honestly, I was thinking,
They're kind of locked. I mean, TLID have definitely locked themselves into this comp because of the Angeling combo. I think now picking up a Beatrix to the side of TLD might be a pretty good idea. It's got a lot of wave clear, it's got a lot of damage, and most importantly, it's got AoE abilities to deal with the Netherrealm.
Oh, that's a good ban. That's a good ban by RRQ. You were talking about how everything is very set in stone in terms of the flex, so TLID, they need magic damage, right? If Angela is placed into the mid lane, the Lunox served its purpose, as well as being very versatile in its lane, very hard to pick off.
Harith.
And so what do they go for?
Yes! Big one, big one. You see Lunox gone, you straight away pick up the Harith.
I mean, game 6, it was the other way around. RRQ banned out the Ruby and the Harith for that second phase. So now, after seeing Aaron Shika's impact, they're saying, you know what? Yeah, you don't want to deal with your Lunox. Harith, though, very value as well. I mean, Aaron Shiki can definitely rock it. RRQ. Exia, Matilda. A combination what TLID did to Bigatron yesterday.
Gatot.
Gatot Gacha is still up and available.
I'm telling you, Gatot will be kind of insane here. I mean, then again, it really just depends on the performance of Edok in tandem with Skylar, because there's so many ways that you can play with the Guiding Wind, right? Open up with Ixia's ult, maybe even save his boy in the jungle whenever he dives too far. That's why I think that if TLID go for the Gatot, it might be good, but no, instead, they're just gonna leave Cho in his own zone, and Terizla, just a hard way to maybe get a cancel, maybe force an ult from the Farness.
Yeah, very conventional way in dealing against an Alpha as well, during the neutral objective. Flicker, penalty zone will be the answer. Will that hero be the hero that delivered them the crown?
For the first time in Aura plus TLID history, the crown. But remember, if RQ picked this up, it's been a while. It's been quite some time.
It has been. It really has been so far.
It might be the 5th time. So we're gonna throw it over to the casters for the final game. Boys, deliver it with brilliance.
Showdown for the silverware. One last game to ascend to the galaxies. Who will be the kings of the galaxy? Who will be the MPL ID Season 14 champions? It is Team Liquid ID against RRQ Hoshi.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Land of Dawn for game number 7.
It has now come to this, the final game in the match. And we're seeing familiar picks and unfamiliar picks as well. Skylar on the Ixia with the Warcry against an Assassin. A bold move, a desperate time for Keskut. We'll see how this plays out, man. The Cho in the hands of Witty will definitely be a big problem for the side of RRQ. We've seen it happen before. But along with that, the 2 Purifies, RRQ have a lot more safety built in, but Team Liquid ID will have the initiative.
They picked the Ixia and Matilda. Yesterday it was picked up by TLID, but now it's an RRQ. What are the differences for this pick against yesterday, Arashi?
Ooh, hold on a second. Good clear. Ooh, scary stuff. What's the difference? I feel like this time they're up against an Assassin with a lot of mobility. Actually, up against a composition with a lot of mobility in general. Harith, Ling, Cho, tenacity on 3 members because they know they require an extra bit of survivability. They're going to be playing on the back foot, trying to actually survive initially, but in the early game, they're going to try and use this Alpha Matilda combo as leverage. But look at Fabian. Clear the wave as fast as possible, Witty. Sent 2 out, the blades. Onto Edok, there's a Purify, but Fabian will be able to dodge away! The Usurper! This is not how they wanted it to go. Citizen saving the Spear of Alpha for the right moment, but Fabian able to dodge out of it. A great win already early on for Team Liquid ID. 2 kills, 1,000 gold ahead.
The game fact by the new application go by Fabian with his Ling in game 6 became the 2nd fastest farmer in MPL ID Season 14, reaching level 5 at 9 minutes and 6 seconds.
Penalty zone into the back line. Citizen still able to collect the retribution. A hard gun on Arlan. Purple ball still being taken right now. As Randy is out, a bit of damage, but another realm will be sustained over. That's in his welcome, and a flicker. Tyrant finds the head's kill.
The chop from Tyron locks down and sets in stone RRQ. They fight back.
Wow, interesting situation there. RRQ going straight for the... Oh, hang on a minute. A little barrage.
And a flicker, too. Witty, not level 4. We'll have to respect Edok.
Right, what I was about to say is that they weren't level 4 yet. They're forced to fight pre-level 4, got the turtle that got them to level 4, and then they pushed the tempo and went straight for Team Liquid ID. It's like they knew the timers on Fabian getting his purple buff right there, knowing that he would most likely want to get that first before going into the fight. Now it's back to equal grounds, and Witty is level 4.
Fabian pull back. Citizen goes in for the Spear of Alpha, but Fabian is able to get the Finch Boys to escape.
Still, they dance with depth, and Fabian likes that odds. And now, of course, Aran down bottom. It feels like he's not rotating as much as he was yesterday with the pick. What is he trying to achieve, Arashi?
Oh, hang on a second. Witty, he chased down.
Back as well, but there's no kill threat with just a Matilda and a Paramis.
Not enough burst at all, but look at Rins now. A bit out of position. This is a threat. Oh, Ling, man. Sutsujin has been very generous with the Spear of Alpha. I don't know if he's conditioning Fabian to expect it, but, well, this is how it's going. And Skylar, That's the second time he's popped that ulti because the farm, just to make sure that he doesn't get stuck in a weird situation there, avoiding the lane technically.
Yeah, and they try to pressure the purple buff that is Fabian's, and Diren is here as well.
Oh, Witty, there we go. It's going to kick down. Fabian, some of the blades, able to knock him out with the penalties on his wall. Another realm comes down. Witty will lose his flag. No, he's still getting Kudo on him. Witty! That's his wall jump, but they're all going to melt down. As RRQ has rotated all the way from the gold lane. Fabian had the purple buff. He got it now. He has slain Rinse together with RRQ.
Witty bobbing and weaving, escaping death once more. 006. This Cho is a menace.
Just like that, again, 1,000 gold lead for TLID. Now with the turtle, 1.5. Witty on the Cho, an absolute menace. Difficult to deal with, always around, just to be an absolute nuisance. RRQ, with all the prior picks that they have, this Alpha so far hasn't been able to find any success.
We'll take a look at the combo hero stat. 2 wins and 0 losses so far. The Mathilda and the Ixia was picked yesterday by Team Liquid ID when they took down Bigatron Alpha.
And it was first picked by Kesq. Not this season, it was last season with Bigatron Alpha, Ixia and Mathilda. This season it was them too, but do you remember if yesterday RRQ went for the Warcry? Because I don't think it was Warcry for Aaron yesterday.
I don't think it was either. This might be the idea might be to just get the Warcry proc and then let everyone else do the job, right? Let Sitsujin maybe burst someone down and apply it from far away. It could be the synergy they're going for right here. But again, the problem still remains. RRQ can't really do much when it comes to engaging with the mobility from Team Liquid ID. The Mathilda can't get a good catch, and so can't the Paramis. It really is only in the hands of Diren, which is why we see him go for these big flicker Daytona welcome plays.
Diren has to lock down the lane, right? Fabian, he will run rampant as he used to. And of course, this time around the Brats has huge responsibilities behind its back. So of course, Arman going to accompany that mid laner of TLID, but Witty, again, just ever so enthusiastically opens up the map like that.
Edok procs the Circle Eagle trying to get something, but look at this, Aaron. Ooh, you're almost cornered by Diren, but look at the duel on the top side, man. Whoa!
2v1 on Sitsujin. With a friendly out, Sitsujin. We're using here of Alpha Fabian with a very ambitious dive. But it's on to one Alpha. They gotta respect the Alpha, man.
They do, they have to. But Sitsujin is far away. The Turtle though spawns, and Fabian as well, but Fabian can catch up with the Pinch Boys. RRQ though, they have control of the Turtle bit and they advance further. Witty is just here to cover.
Ooh, Rinse though, being really up front. Here comes Skylar. No guiding in for a while though. Is this the window? Oh, see Halbert first item.
Doji Kundo. That's his welcome over to him. Fabian will be able to get an opening right now. He will try to go for the jump on the Skylar with another realm placed on him. Sitsujin with his retry battle. Time to play to the midst of it all. Fabian escaping. No retry on him, but RRQ decides to go for the mid lane instead of invading the jungle. Aran, for third wave all alone. Goes to the hammer swing, stocked up, and Spear of Alpha over to him. Flicker out. Aaron now with Demand Force trying to save the turret from being taken. And he will be successful at that. He will stop RRQ from sieging the tier 1.
Witty? Oh, whoa. Secure. Yeah, guaranteeing the purple buff, but that might just cost them the mid turret. Great moves from RRQ, but what's fascinating is that how early that full barrage was popped earlier. Fabian almost seems caught off guard there, but then Rinse moved backwards just to ensure that the Netherrealm actually reaches Skylar. And that could be the idea here, using that full barrage to really zone out the squishier members. If Fabian was on a tank, was on a fighter, he can kind of get into the danger zone and still go for the retry. But now that he's on a lane, we've talked about this matchup before, an assassin against a marksman. If the lane can't really one-shot the marksman, the damage can't really be tanked up by something like a lane.
Yeah, Fabian was thinking about it, right? In that turtle fight, he was about to jump towards Skylar, but Edok, with a great cover, just hides him. Fabian might look for this steal.
We got it!
He gets it!
Wow!
You thief in the night!
Crazy Fabian, Flavor Fave, stealing it away from an Alpha. Now that's quite impressive, sneaking his way. Like you said, realize a thief in the night.
A total plunder there.
Look at the pressure here immediately. Rinse once more being the frontliner, staying confident with the Purify. Fabian going for a split now, having the purple buff, but the one covered shall fall. So both teams kind of equal, but hang on a second, Aaron popping the full barrage. Look there from Aaron Shiki, respecting the full barrage potential. But that's a hard guard too. It's a big resource, man. 2 big resources.
Aaron Shiki hasn't been able to find much success with the Harith. This playoffs is overspending a lot. Witty with the kick.
On to Skylar. There's no follow-up here, but there's no full barrage either. Aaron Shiki doesn't have his Demand Force, but will be able to shot some damage. Now Rinse, forcing the Purify, and another round with Tide. Fabian, top of the plate, Skylar fallen. Fabian, and now Edok is next. Sitsujin in the midst of it all, trying to get some damage down. Witty's still able to escape. Sitsujin goes in for a desperate Spear of Alpha, but gets caught by Flavor Fave. It's a triple kill for Fabian.
The castle walls crumbling down slowly. TLID. They charge even faster. Yezkiel gets Diren.
The Dino chased down by Yezkiel. Diren will fall. They will not have control over the Lord. It will be TLIDs to take.
Dangerous preparation for RRQ. They sent Diren to the top side. They know that Fabian was free to rotate around, but they don't respect the speed of the rotation in the bottom lane, overextending, even with the guiding wind, even with the circling eagle. RRQ were just too far up, and they had nothing left to deal with Fabian. And you cannot do that. You have to ration everything perfectly to try and deal with the Cho, with the Link, even with the Harith to a degree. RRQ suffered the price. 4k gold behind. It's only the first Lord, but it's not looking that good. But they do have a very solid high ground.
Yeah, let's rewind a little bit, right? That fight down bottom. Rinse popped the Netherrealm, but Skylar was out of range, so he had no cover. behind the Netherrealm, and Favy just dived into the backline, dived and ate Skylar alive. So this Ling will possibly be a problem again.
We were talking about this in the draft. How will you escape from the Ling? Assassinated before the Netherrealm even comes through. Around with the penalty zone. Fabian is going wild. And he dives under the turret. He will fall, but he has already bursted. He has already wasted resources away from the Kings.
Rex, Regum, Kaon shook again once more. TLID, they advance even further.
The Lord on the top side still. Team Liquid ID. 5k gold ahead. All things considered, Fabian actually got taken out right there. It's a small victory if you look at the gold difference. Still managed to be held at the 4k mark. RRQ wants more. Can they play this patient enough? Even earlier with the Netherrealm, with everything used, they weren't able to actually survive long enough in the fight. And now Skylar once again is showing in the lane boldly, impudently.
Oh, this Ixia, it becomes a very, very hard game to play once it scales into the late game. And look at RRQ, 3 item power spike. But hey, who says Onyx is not in the finals? Kyrie right there.
Yeah, with Buddy.
Yeah, with the whole gang almost.
Happy birthday, bro.
Happy birthday, Buddy.
Buddy. And a fist bump as well right there, right?
Yeah. All right, 50 seconds though, RRQ. They've banked on this composition. The early game at least has not been kind to them. This mid game, in theory, is one of the strongest points for Team Liquid ID, and they're still, by all means, at a 4k gold lead only. So RRQ, they're trying to play it as slow as possible. And they're avoiding overextending too far, ensuring that EDOC at least can still get some saves using the guiding win. And that means that Team Liquid ID can farm even faster. They've reached level 15 though, especially Fabian. So at this point, any kind of farm advantage will be useful for an item swap, but it won't affect the overall power.
Yeah, and of course Fabian terrorizes the kingdom. Look at what they want to throw into just taking down the Usurper. This guy, it feels like there is no room for error when he has his hands on the Ling.
Ooh, we have to see what Skylar is building, man, because at this point, he's going to be forced to build a Wind of Nature. He needs something, because Fabian is bursting him down a bit too quickly. Maybe for this... Oh, hang on a minute. Okay. Ooh, RRQ, look at Witty.
He's only Skylar away, completely away from the team fight. RRQ don't know what to do. They are scattered by the cavalry. Their formation has been broken. And Fabian claims the Lord.
Impeccable work by the cavalry Witty. For once, he was alone in the middle lane, but he got the job done, and they get a free Lord.
Is that the orange buff taken by Skylar, actually? No Wind of Nature just yet. Rose Gold Meteor, actually, for Skylar. We'll have to see, RRQ, again, catching up. We're at the 14-minute mark, and generally, in 2 or 3 minutes, we'll truly be at the late game, where the goal difference will be impactful, but it won't really be game-changing. RRQ holding on for dear life right here, but are they being too greedy with this itemization? Will Mathilda alone, with the Paramis, be able to save the Ixia from the thrust, from the assassination attempts of the Usurper?
5 items for the Usurper Fabian. This might be his stage to prove that he is nothing short of a brilliance. And now RRQ, they need to defend their base, but their high ground Arashi isn't any good.
It's pretty good with the full barrage, but again, it's not about the damage output from so far away. It's also how long can you defend? How can you stop the dive? Look at Witty. They did zone from around Witty, jumps into the Kudo. Another round to save them, to save the kingdom. Once and for all, Fabian. But the big boys escaping away. Tricky will go for the base. The Lord on it. The castle walls demolished. The road to glory denied. The kings have fallen. On the night of the revolution, on the night of fate, the cavalry do not buckle or yield when faced with the cruelty of the kings. They push, they scream, and they charge!
The revolution is complete. The cavalry, they occupy the castle. They break free from the subjugation of the kingdom. The kingdom is no more. Their nightmares conquered. Their road has never been easy. 11 seasons of failures. 11 seasons of torment. 11 seasons of what-ifs. But this season, a band of young stallions take charge. And for the first time in the organization's history, they have their hands on their first ever MPL ID trophy. Team Liquid ID are your MPL ID Season 14 champions.
They will claim a trophy that they had to take away from the Kings of Kings, the team that made them bow to them. Ladies and gentlemen, your Season 14 champions, Liquid ID!
What a journey. What a journey. They can finally say, they did it. They did it.
They certainly have. The rookie is out of nowhere, man. Even in the drafting phase, people thought that it wasn't possible, that it couldn't be done. But look at them now.